welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Tara and I post a new video every Friday on lifestyle, beauty, or fashion. And in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you my March favorites. I have a combination of makeup products, lifestyle products, and also one clothing item. So if you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to my channel, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start with my favorite brushes of the month, and the first one is this brush from Japonesque. This is an eyeshadow brush and the number is 726, and as you can see it has a nice rounded shape to the top of it and a semi-flat shape from the side. And what I do with this is I will use it to set my eyeshadow primer. So I will take a bone colored shade of eyeshadow, place it over the top of my eyeshadow primer, and that way I have a nice beautiful canvas for all of my other eyeshadows to blend easily and also to really make them pop. And I found mine at Marshall's. It is a very inexpensive brush, but I would definitely say the quality is very high, and I use this every single day to set my eyeshadow primer. And then the second brush that I have is from Sigma, and it is the E40 tapered blending brush, and it has very fluffy bristles on it, and it is kind of have a longer shape to it, but I have found that it blends out your crease so well, better than any other brush that I have used. And I wish I would have had it a lot sooner than I did, because I have been loving it that much. And then the third brush is this brush from Real Techniques, and this is part of a newer collection that they came out with, and it has very densely compacted bristles, and I love this for getting a really full coverage foundation look. So I will dot my foundation onto my skin and then take this brush, and using circular motions I will blend out my foundation, and I love it. I never liked the flat foundation brushes because I felt that they left streaks all over your face, and I was not a fan of those, but this I absolutely love. And I do want to go back and get their blush brush. They have an eyeshadow, the blush, the contour, the foundation, which I have, and then also a body brush. So very impressed with that, and I believe it was about $20. And then moving on to concealer, this is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Peach. So at first I was not a fan of this. I put it on and I was like, it's so hard to blend out, it's really dry, it's really matte, but I have been working with it and I have made it work for me. So what I do is I will combine it with another concealer. So I will take my first concealer and draw a triangle under my eye, and then in the middle of that triangle I will place this concealer and then blend it out one eye at a time, and that way it really it doesn't dry too fast and it's easy to blend out that way. And if you do have a dry under eye, I might not recommend this because it does have a very matte finish to it. It is very full coverage, which I love, but if you do have a dry under eye, I'm not sure if you would like it, but I definitely think it's worth giving it a try because it is on the less expensive side. And I would, next time I repurchase this, I will get a darker shade and try it on its own again, because the shade just was a little too light for my skin tone. Alright, and then for foundation, oh my goodness, I cannot say enough good things about this foundation. I was so excited to use it, and this is the CYO Long Lasting Foundation in the shade 102. And basically this is a dupe, in my opinion, to the NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and the shade that I used to wear was Mont Blanc, and I used that foundation for years. I loved it. It was perfect for my skin. It had a medium buildable coverage to it, and it was also a natural finish foundation, so it wasn't too dewy or too matte. It was that nice in between, which I love. And this foundation is about $7.50, and I find that it is very similar to that foundation. So I was really excited to find this, so I highly recommend it. And the first 4 shades in this collection are neutral undertones, and I believe the rest are either pink or yellow. All right, and then for lips, I have been using the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat lip liner in the shade Pillow Talk. And it's a beautiful mauve pink shade. So that is it right here. And I love it because it's very easy to overdraw your lips with it, thus giving you nice plump looking lips. And then I find that it goes well with a bunch of my lipsticks, which the majority of them are nude colors. So I love that. And then following up with my lipstick, this is the NYX Extra Creamy Lipstick in the shade Summer Love. And it does have a slight pink undertone to it, a slight sheen to it, nothing too dramatic. And I bought this years ago and I loved it, and then for some reason I just forgot about it, and I spotted it in Walgreens the other day. I picked it up and I have been using it non-stop in the month of March. So if you're looking for a good nude, this is it. For eyeshadow, I actually have on, so every product that I've talked about so far I actually have on today, so you can kind of get an idea of how they look. So this is the Tartelette In Bloom palette, and I've had this for a while, but I have dove back into it, using it constantly, and basically the look that I have on, so I set my primer with the shade Charmer, and then I went in with a tapered blending brush into Smarty Pants, and I blended out my crease and a little above my crease, and then with a more defined brush, I went into the shade Jet Setter and I put that only in the crease. And then with my finger, I went into the shade Funny Girl and I put that all over my mobile lid, in my crease, and also on my brow bone. And these colors are gorgeous. They're perfect for spring. And I will actually go ahead and insert a photo right here so you can see what they look like in a photograph. And it was exactly the look that I was going for. So I'm very pleased with this palette. I've been using it non-stop, and it also has kind of a scent to it, so I can still smell that, and I love that as well. And actually, I wanted to talk about this brush because I've been using this a lot, and basically the purpose of it does have an oval shape and it doesn't have a center to it, so it basically eliminates your drying time, cuts it in half, eliminates frizz and flyaways, which I have a big problem with flyaways, so I find that this helps with that a lot. And you can find this at Walmart, Target, Ulta, Echo Tools website, so they carry it several places. It is inexpensive and it definitely does the job. And then moving on to this candle, this is from Bath & Body Works and the scent is Vanilla Bean. I love it. It reminds me of just like a vanilla cake, or like the smell of a cake baking. And the fragrance notes in it are Madagascar vanilla bean, homemade marshmallow, and fresh steamed milk. So if you are a vanilla fan, I highly recommend this candle. It's a very warm, very soft scent, but not overpowering. It will fill up a room, but yet it doesn't give you a headache, and it smells like dessert. And then for my clothing item, it is this jacket from H&M. So this has a slight stretch to it, and the shade is perfect. I love the shade of blue, and it does have more of a tight fit to it. So if you don't like that, you might not like it, but H&M carries several styles of denim jackets, and I bought this in the late summer of last year, but I have been really getting a lot of wear out of it this month because you still have those chillier temperatures at night. So I find this is perfect for that, and I think it is a staple for your closet. So if you don't have a denim jacket, I highly recommend this one. They do still carry it at H&M, and it will be linked down below along with everything else in this video. So that concludes my March favorites. If you did enjoy this video, again, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next Friday.